The MLB trade deadline is on Monday, and while the Indians are looking to make some moves right now, they're focused on stringing together wins at home. Well, the Indians have also brought back the importance of base running. Right now, they lead the AL Central with 102 stolen bases. It's not even close, and really that could come in handy in that postseason. When you were younger, I know that you were a pitcher. At what point did they say, hey, we're going to put you out in the outfield?
Yeah, well, I actually made a decision myself.
It has been quite the ride for the Cleveland Indians in the month of October, and really they have dominated in the postseason, only dropping 3 games. Bradley's going to show me pretty much the 3 basic things when it comes to catching a pop fly. Pretty simple, right?
Very simple.
Okay. The last time Nick Swisher was in Columbus playing ball back in 2002 when he was with Ohio State. Now he's here for a different reason. The Tribe's 14-game win streak has propelled them to a 7-game lead in the AL Central. And guess what? The last time they were up by this many games this late in the season was in 2007. Imagine if baseball players had to use something like this in the field. Well, good thing the game has evolved throughout the years, and now there's a glove for almost every position. Since the Cavs won the NBA title on June 19th, the Tribe has not lost a game. Today, the Indians would go for their 14th straight win, hoping to break a club record. The ship has sailed here in Columbus for the Clippers' 2016 season, and there is a lot on the line considering they just came off of their 10th Governor's Cup championship. And that's what Francisco Lindor told me back in early July. He said, we really knew that this team was special at the end of last season. You saw what they did. They rolled off all those wins. They barely missed the postseason, and now look at what's happening. I mean, they've been consistent all season long, and then in the postseason, they've only lost 3 games, which really is incredible when you think about who they went through. Well, that is right, Dave. After a string of subpar starts, the Indians' rotation seems to be back, and for the first time since August 1st, Danny Salazar will get the start on the mound. Now, just a reminder, Salazar actually went on the disabled list after a disappointing 2-inning performance in a loss to Minnesota earlier in the month. Now, his MRI showed inflammation in that right elbow, but he has thrown in warm-ups for the past couple of days, and Terry Francona says he is ready. Just to let you know, Salazar has been successful against the White Sox this season. He is 2-0 against them with a 2.25 ERA, so looking for 3-0 with a win tonight. The MLB trade deadline is on Monday, and while the Indians are looking to make some moves right now, they're focused on stringing together wins at home. The Tribe taking on the Oakland A's. Jim Thome inducted into the Indians Hall of Fame tonight along with Albert Bell, Frank Robinson, and Charlie Jameson. As for the game, it was tied at 2 in the top of the 4th when Abraham Almonte just unloads this one. The first home run of the season for him. Tribe go up 3-2. Indians now at 4-2 in the 4th, and hey, party at Napoli's. Mike Napoli connects to center, 2-run home run makes it 6-2. Tribe goes on to win 6-3. The journey to the bigs is not always an easy one. More often than not, players have to climb the farm system ladder, and sometimes they have to do that with different franchises. Clippers' Richie Schaefer is experiencing his first season in the Indians organization, and as we'll show you, he's making great strides to get the call up again. Richie Schaefer,
everyone talk to me,
is making a name for himself.
That could be a nice highlight.
Here in Columbus.
This work ethic, as I've mentioned a couple of times already, is probably the best I've seen out of any, or just as good as any player I've been associated with.
He's a human highlight reel in the field.
He leaps and makes the catch.
And at the plate.
High in the air to center field deep. That ball is going to clear the bases.
Schaefer has the goods to be playing in the majors. In fact, he's been there before, making his debut with Tampa Bay in 2015.
I started the year in Double-A, and then got called up like late May, and then a couple months later, I'm in the big league. So it happened so fast, it just seemed like, is this real right now? Like, I can't believe this is happening.
But baseball always presents challenges, and after seeing success at the highest level, he found himself just trying to find a home this past offseason, getting traded, then designated 4 times.
It was, you know, sort of a shot to my ego, and I think it makes you step back and put things in perspective. Baseball is a humbling game, and it's going to continue to force you to prove it each and every day, and it's not going to give you anything. You got to go out there and you got to earn it.
That's exactly what this 26-year-old is doing, showcasing his skills at several positions.
You look at a team like the Indians in their major league roster, and you look at how complete they are from a team perspective. And so they don't need guys that can play one spot. What they need are guys who can fill in multiple spots and do stuff to help them win games in unconventional ways.
And sometimes it takes an unconventional player to know how to beat the odds and survive in this game.
Good thing I got rock hard abs.
Richie Schaefer is proving he has what it takes to do just that. Well, and Schaefer's stats are doing the talking right now. He's currently leading the team in almost every category, including runs, home runs, and RBI. He's on that AAA All-Star ballot, so go vote if you haven't already.